my first question is, Nusrat,
Yeah.
you are a fashion icon, like
Am
hands
I?
down. Yeah, you are. And you just look glamorous and everything. So do you have a personal stylist or somebody who takes care of your wardrobe? Yeah.
We always have a stylist when it comes to our appearances, work, and films. But when you ask me about being stylish every day, no, I definitely feel you should wear what you're comfortable in. Like if you leave me in a shirt, I'm like the happiest wearing this at the moment. I love my sweatshirts. So there is no particular fashion that I follow. I only wear what I like to wear and not really run behind what's trending in today's generation's terms. So my stylist is always briefed when it's for a film that she has to style me, or for a shoot particularly that she has to style me for. But other than that, if you ask me, and I think my denim and tees and my muslin saris, I think they do the needful for me.
Okay. Now like I saw your Instagram. You are pretty up to date with the trends, like the tie-dye trends and stuff like that. So do you prefer any
Is
particular
that no?
label?
It's there's no tie and dye trend that I followed. Basically, I have always loved tie and dye. As a part of my wardrobe, be it dupattas or I even have amazing tie and dye saris when tie and dye wasn't so much in trend. So I think they look very colorful, which is why I probably wanted to opt for it this season. It looks pretty bright in the daytime.
So we were all like fawning over when Katrina got married and her wardrobe was like splendid. It was Sabyasachi and it was splendid. So have you got the opportunity to try out any Sabyasachi ensemble?
I have many of them, and not particularly to show it to the world, but I do wear. I have a very nice Sabya sari that I wore around the pujas this year, but did not really post pictures or tag the designer. So I think I buy clothes for myself rather than showing it to people. So.
Okay. And
And it's just not
any
Sabya. I think every girl wants to have their own collection of designer wear, and they like their collection of some old heritage clothes that they get from their parents and from their nanas and nannies. So similarly, all the women, they have it. So I'm no different.
so anything like special you like about Sabya's collection that you
I think he intricately holds on to the culture that India has. What is India all about? It's not only just glam, glam, glam. It is a lot of tradition that he tries to, say a story via his woven threads. So, yeah, if I could explain.
Yeah, it's like I'm personally a fan. So, speaking of fashion, like, do you have any particular likes or preferences when you dress up for a session in the parliament? Because, like, you need to be a bit serious also, and also like you want to show off your style. So, any particular preferences?
I don't know. See, what happens is when you're late for Parliament, when you wake up a little late in the morning and then you have to rush at 10 a.m. There were days when we used to the Parliament to start at 10:30, now 11. So you don't really think of what you're going to wear to make yourself look stylish in the first place. What you wear in the Parliament always creates a stir when it comes to social media, when it comes to people talking about it. You
Yeah.
get trolled too at times, like we did in our first parliament session.
Yes.
But definitely, I feel that any workplace, why parliament, any workplace that you go to, you should always wear something where you can run about, as in you can like literally run about, be like stay there for long, and because you've been sitting there for long, and then you'll be running about from one office to the another. So you need to be comfortable in what you're wearing. You can't just wear something amazing looking and a beautiful sari, but probably you cannot really walk around in that. So it has to be very comfortable. I choose salwar saris, pantsuits. I've worn it all. I've worn long jackets and I've been comfortable my way because that's my workplace. So
So
comfort matters a lot, and you stop thinking of how stylish do you have to look. I mean, I walked inside the parliament wearing heels also, and maybe it was little unlikely for other people to hear the noise of heels walking in the parliament, but that was not because I wanted to stand out or look stylish. That was because hello, I'm used to walking in heels, somewhat like that. So it was different for people. It was very normal for me. So I think anyone in their workplace or wherever in life, they should be comfortable wearing what they've always worn. So definitely we keep in mind the seriousness of work also. That doesn't really mean that I would enter in a t-shirt and denim. Someday, maybe when India evolves into a much, what would I say, in a lighter way, a much chilled out India, then probably we'll be able to work in tees and denims. But yeah, you can work in tees and denims from your house, like work from home. You can
yeah.
do that. Yeah, but Parliament would be would demand a slight more seriousness in your wardrobe style. So I've always chosen like pantsuits, salwars, saris, more of saris because I am pretty comfortable in sari.
So comfort is the key. So can you tell the viewers of India Today about your upcoming projects?
So I'm currently working in this project called my film just released from on 21st of Jan. It's called Shostik Shonket. So this film is it's a mystery that I unfold in the film, and it has a lot of history involved and a lot of mystery there. And exactly everything that a Bengali audience falls in love with during a nice, cozy winter vacation when they would want to go and watch a film with family, just that kind of film. So that release, and it's doing pretty well by God's grace, and my work has been appreciated. What more do I want as an actor? And I'm already shooting for this film called Master Mashai Apni Kichu Dakhenni, which is yeah, it's on the floors. It is yet to be completed. When do we release that? Not yet decided. So yeah, I'm on it, and then there are a few more projects also lined up. In between, I'm going to take a small break, teeny mini break, like about 2 months, 2.5 months break because of my baby. I need to give little more time to him. I've been keeping very busy, so he demands all the time and attention, which definitely should be my first priority. So taking a little break at the moment, and then I get back to work after some time, like by April.
Okay. So like the movies you just mentioned, did you
Yeah.
find any like challenging part in those roles? Like any kind
Yes.
of thing you can share with us, which was very challenging to put through?
So this film that I did, Shustik Shonket, was one of the best scripts I've ever come across. It was extremely detailed, and basically the audience would via like probably holding my hands revisit history again, and there was lots and lots of new information and facts that probably I wasn't really aware of even after reading so much of history in school and college. uh, so it was a learning experience for me. This is the first film I took workshops for.
Okay.
So and it did pay me off because my audience loved my work, so I'm happy about it. So I have also decided that I would only do films that challenge me as an actor, because what we have in hand is very little time, and balancing home, politics, movies, it becomes very difficult because I am not a superwoman, and I'm just as normal as everybody else, as every other woman is, and all of us are like trying to handle everything in 24 hours. It becomes a task, and we get exhausted, but still we do it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So yeah, so which is why I have decided that I would only get into films that trigger my excitement as an actor.
Yes, to all the strong women who are just pulling it off. So,
Yes, they should all sit and
yeah,
pat their backs.
yeah, true. So, you have already taken it up a notch. You have been to parliament. You are like slaying as an MP. So, any plans of stepping into Bollywood?
No, no plans at the moment. The world has become so easy to work in these days for actors with the OTT platform. Like everybody is working everywhere. There is nothing like Tollywood, Bollywood, the South. Everybody's come together to work. So that ways,
Yeah.
this is the right time. Probably if I had to do something, I would have. Uh, uh, there were offers, but sadly at this moment I have too much in my kitty to handle, to be very honest. So, and whatever work I take, I have to give my 100% time and honesty to that. Along with that, obviously there's home, there's a baby, there's family, and there are my people. So
Yeah.
it becomes little difficult at the time to completely shift your base or completely get into a work which is new on your plate. So I take it a little slow right now.
So, Nusrat, you are very active on social media. You regularly post there.
I just learned
So,
recently, I've learned how to be active on social media.
how do you deal with the trolls? Like, of course, they bother you, I'm guessing. Like, how do you deal with that negativity, all those rumors and stuff?
Initially it used to be annoying. I used to have my own emotional outburst because we are human beings. It's going to be
Of
very
course.
wrong and false if we say that we don't get affected. But I'm talking about very initial times when you got trolled without doing anything. All of a sudden, one morning you wake up and say, oh my God, I'm on the headlines for what? Like, getting trolled. So it was shocking and it was annoying to see how many people suddenly all your fans turning into foes. And as an actor, you feel very, yeah, you somehow get feel low on your morale because all these people have always loved you and loved your work. But then I realized slowly it's just one of their favorite pastime on social media. Like social media has its highs, like its good side, it also has its bad side. So it's like it's a side, like two different sides of the same coin. There are good and bad things together. So this is one of the bad sides. There are other good sides also, that we connect with people and we like just in a jiffy, what's happening around your world, everything. And there are people who love you and they're supporting you on social media. A group of people who are faceless, somewhere sitting in some remote city or village or country. Probably you can't even locate them on Google Map. They come up with weird things. They have so much to say about your life, about what you wear, about what you eat, about what you do. So just when this struck me that I don't know them and they have nothing to they don't know me, and I don't know why are they even talking about me when they know me. So that's when it sinks in that it shouldn't really matter, and you shouldn't really start getting bothered or start fearing some faceless person, because you never know, the person probably was faceless today and was trolling and writing some or using slangs, abusing you on social media. Might be the person you just took a selfie with when you were out, and the entire group of people coming out to take selfies with you as your fans, as your loved ones. uh, they might be one of them. So yeah, it was very weird. So I've decided to call them lovers in disguise. They love me so much that they have to say everything about me, even they do not know me. So I started. I did not want to fall a prey to them, and I did not want to call myself a victim to this either. Because the more you treat yourself as a victim to this, the more you get trolled. Of what you're talking about, you get into it all the more. So ignorance is the best weapon for trolls.
So
So
true.
you ignore them, because the more you talk about them, or the more you try and raise your voice and say, oh my God, I'm trollers, I'm not into it, you're my haters, I don't believe in this negativity. The more you talk about them, they get more energy. You're energizing them more to sit and troll you back. So all you can do is control all delete in your mind, which I have done, and it worked for me. It did.
True. So, let's talk a bit about your career as an MP. So, how active are you right now in politics with juggling a family and films? Like, what's your take on
Yes.
that?
So there is no take on that. You got to do what you got to do. So you get to eat, you don't forget to sleep, you don't forget to perform any other duties that you have towards yourself. So this also is your responsibility and duty which you need to perform. So I'm doing no big deal. I'm not there's no rocket science that I would say that, oh my god, I'm doing this, and oh my god, I'm doing that. No, I'm not doing any of that. I'm just doing what I'm supposed to do. I visit my people, I get the work that they need to be happening there, and the work gets done and their needs are fulfilled, and they're good with it. And my party has been very supportive, so I've been able to work for my people. um, so the juggling is for real. It takes a lot of time. It is exhausting, but it is to be done, so I'm doing it.
Okay. So, like not long ago, there was a comment by Dr. Shashi Tharoor about his female colleagues, which included you, Mimi Chakravarti, and all the female colleagues that he has. And there
Yeah, I
was
was the last
like,
one to get inside the photo before the photo was getting clicked. I remember I just entered the parliament, and I saw all my colleagues, all my friends. They were all were taking a selfie, and they said they were very warm. They were like, come, we'll take a selfie, we'll take a selfie," and we did. And apparently, it was in Mimi's phone, and I felt very sad that maybe it was taken it up very wrongly, and it
yes,
sounded very misogynist, but knowing Shashi ji, he would not have thrown it around like that. Because when you know a person, me being a woman or my colleagues being a woman also supported the whole thing. Like when you know a person personally, you would know that that is not probably what he intended to do. And any which ways, I've realized that media these days, I mean, um, do not take it as an offense, but the fact remains that there are less stories that media gets to spice it up and serve it to people. So it has always happened. I mean, journalists, they do their job. People in social media, they're doing their job, which is to create a story, and which is to take up small matters and to make it big, make it look more saleable, make it look more interesting, get the people involved, get the whole matter stirred up. Sounds very exciting for the readers and for the viewers. So probably every small things become very big these days. So not much importance to be given to the whole thing. To all the young listeners and readers and viewers on social media, people who read good articles, people who see good interviews, see good videos, you all should pick up things that you feel that is factual, not what all the time what media gives.
so just like out of curiosity, uh,
Mm.
if Yash was not in the picture, would you have ever dated a politician?
I don't know. I mean, I wish I could
I mean,
predict
do
my
you
life.
find anyone in the current political scenario like attractive or something and would have approached them?
No, no. I
Okay.
think I'm a very I'm a very straight-headed person, and you do not build relationships based on what kind of work he or she does. You connect with a person on the level of on filial level. So it cannot really be, if like I don't know, if it wasn't Yash, it was who then? I don't know. So for now, I would always say that he was meant to be there in my life, which is why we're together. So this is the part of destiny that I believe in. Rest, I wish I could predict this few years back, or I wish I could predict what's there in store for you, me, or anybody. None of us can predict life.
True, so true. So I just wanted to ask that obviously, just like you said, there were words were twisted and everything, and you made headlines because you gave this interview to a certain publication saying that, like, I remember the headlines, what if I am married? There was a quote which was pulled up in the headline.
Mm.
So, uh, like, do you have any comments about that? Like,
No, I don't know why were people so bothered about the whole marriage thing. So they kept asking me. I said, if how do you know whether I'm married or whether I'm not? Like, I don't have to come and you would believe me that I'm married to like anybody. If they get married, people would believe only when they invite them for the marriage, or would call them up and say, hey, I got married today to this person. I mean, do you expect that from me? And if you do, then you're expecting the wrong things. So I'm not. If I choose not to speak about my personal life, it's my choice. I choose not to speak. So are you married? Are you not married? Why are you bothered about that? I think two people who are married, they should know they're married and they're living a good life. Let them live.
No, actually, right now, when there is this big hoopla going on about two celebrities getting married, everybody like really wants to know like if you are really married or not. It's like
We
one
would not,
headline
no,
and
we do
it
not
will
need
just
to.
go.
Okay, so I'll give you another one. We do not need to get married again. How does that
Oh.
sound? How does that sound? Nice.
Thank you. So just this last question, and uh, so it's like it's kind of like I wanted to know because you have faced trolls, you have just taken your life in hold about, and you have been bold, and you have this amazing way of speaking and stuff. So since you are from a different religion and Yash is from a different religion, how are you bringing up your baby?
Like a good human being. I mean, that's what we all should grow up into, a good individual. Respect every religion. I am a Muslim and Yash is a Hindu. My son will know the good of both the religion and grow up to be an individual to serve, humanity in the way he should. And it is
Perfect.
completely his choice, to which you in our society the child always follows the father's religion. I follow my father's religion, so accordingly he's supposed to follow Hinduism. But we as parents, we have we have always been very open minded people, because we've always respected all the religions. Even Yash believes in respecting all possible religions. I do my bit, he does his bit, somebody else is doing their bit. So the child should grow up into a good human being first. And as far as following religion is concerned, so in our house, we celebrate Diwali, we celebrate Durga Puja, we celebrate Eid, we celebrate Bakrid, we celebrate Christmas. So we celebrate all the festivities. So that ways, I think we're going to set the right example of the secular India.
Perfect. Perfect. So do you feel that like it's a very cliched question, I know, but do you feel that being a mother has affected any of the other duties that you are doing right now?
Not really. Not really. I think if you ask this to any mother who's working or who's a homemaker, it is it probably changes your life 360-degree round. It does, because you change into another individual, you change into a better, they teach us to become better human beings. I think me and Yash, we were discussing the other day, what are the basic changes that we went through. I think you always become a better human being when you become a parent. You always try to perform your duties and responsibilities, not only towards a baby but towards everything else. Now you become more
True.
responsible, you become more aware of what's happening in your life, you're basically in sync with everything around you. So all of this is too positive, and it has nothing to take away from you. It always has a value which is being added to your life, which is being added to your character. So it is he my motherhood has never been a hindrance in anything that has already been a part of my life. And I'm so glad, and that um, I was just complaining the other day that God, maybe running the country, one just out of a joke, I said running the country must be easier than running homes, because I just realized that women who are homemakers, we always talk about us, that we are working, we are juggling, we are mothering and nursing our babies, bringing up our children. We never talk about women who are homemakers, who only have to take care of home. Oh my God, it's a task. It is a task. I got frustrated the other day. And how did my mom do it? And we never talk about a man taking care of a baby in the house. We always talk about how only mother's been nursing the child. A father has a big role to play also, not just go out and earn money and get back and take care of the family's livelihood. um, I have seen my child's father to like be the hands-on father that he is, and to go to any extent, and to add a lot of value in his upbringing, to mold these little ones into better individuals. So I think both the mom and dad play a very, very important role. You would agree with me. So I would not really take the credit all alone, saying that, oh my God, I'm juggling my work and taking care of home and baby. I think my better half also is doing the same. So yeah, but I think we're going good. We're doing well. We're learning how to balance and manage time and manage home and manage the baby. So it's all been uh, so far so good, fun till now, by God's grace.
Perfect. I'm wishing you all the best for that.